So hey y'all, welcome back to another What's for Dinner. In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys some meals that I made my family throughout this week as usual, and I did include 2 Mexican dishes as well. I know that you guys enjoy them, and I cannot wait to share with you guys these recipes. And if you guys are new, I would love to have you consider subscribing if you're interested in this kind of content. I do bring these videos to my channel weekly. Alright, so let's hop right into today's video. So this first night, I'm just going to be keeping it quick and simple. Here I just have some Monterey Jack and fire roasted red pepper burgers tonight. So I'm not going to show you guys cooking the whole thing because we all know how to cook some burgers, but I did season in this with some Larry's seasoning along with some garlic powder and some black pepper. And here is my sides. I just have some red onion here, some lettuce, and some tomatoes. And so here is my plate, and I just paired this with some fries that I have baked in the oven, and we also toasted up our hamburger buns as well. And these burgers are super delicious. I really do recommend them. And so on this particular night, we are going to be making sheet pan chops and potatoes. My daughters did want to help tonight, so that made me so happy, and my oldest been really loving it lately. And so right now she just got done cutting up the potatoes, and now they're just placing the chops onto the baking sheet here so they can get ready and add on the potatoes as well. And also, if you guys are new, hello and welcome. My name is Tia, and I do bring these videos to my channel weekly. So if you think you'd be interested in something like this, and I would love to have you subscribe and join my YouTube family, it would mean the world to me to have you part of my YouTube family. All you have to do is hit on that subscription button down below. Thank you. And so once my daughter got the chops all drizzled with olive oil, they're gonna go ahead and season this. And I just have a mixture here that I've made with paprika, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. Super simple, but yet so delicious. And I did pop this into a 400-degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes or until your potatoes are nice and well done. And so here it is out the oven. As you can see, it looks absolutely delicious. And so here is my plate, and I just served this with the pasta roni, garlic and olive oil vermicelli. I think I've said that right, but this was seriously so good. So on this night, you guys, I am super excited to share with you guys this authentic Mexican dish. I'm going to be making chicken red pozole. I've been wanting to film this for you guys for a while now, and I'm so excited to get around to be able to do it. So here I'm just adding in chicken breast. So it shows that I added 4, but I did end up using a total of 7 because I wanted to make a big batch. So here I'm just adding in my breast. I went ahead and added in half of a large onion along with 2 bay leaves. And I'm also gonna sprinkle some salt in here as well. And I'm gonna fill my pot up with water to where it's like almost full. And I'm also adding in some garlic powder, or if you'd like, you can use garlic cloves as well. And so next here, I'm just going to be deseeding my chiles. I'm going to be using chile guajillo along with chile moritas. And I'm going to be using 8 of these chile guajillos and 4 of the chile moritas. And you do want to make sure you deseed them really good, because if not, it's going to be super spicy. And I don't think anybody wants that, especially if you do have kids. But if you do like it spicy, you can go ahead and keep some of the seeds in there if you'd like. It's totally up to your preference. And so here I'm going in with the chile morita, and like I said, I'm going to be using 4 of these, and I did end up having to use a knife to open these like all the time because they are kind of tough. And here I'm going to zoom in. You can see all the seeds. So yes, you really want to make sure you get all the seeds out, but like I said, I'm going to be using 4 of these. And also, if you guys do decide to try out any of these recipes, please comment down below and let me know how they turned out for you. I would love to hear about them. Thank you. And so once you got all your chilies nice and deseeded, you want to go ahead and add that to a pot with some water, along with your other half of a large onion, 6 garlic cloves, and you just want to bring this to a boil until your chiles are nice and softened. And so here I just removed my chicken so I can let them cool and I can get ready to shred them. So right now, while the chicken is cooling, I'm going to go ahead and rinse off my hominy. And I'm just going to rinse these off until they're nice and rinsed. And then next, I just went ahead and threw them into my pot here. I'm just gonna let these cook a little bit while I shred up my chicken. And so this is what the chiles look like when they're nice and softened. So in the meantime, we're going to get started on blending them. So I'm just going to go ahead and add these into my blender along with my onion. And I did end up using 2 little spoons of the chicken broth that I cooked my chicken in. It did show in the video that I used one, but I did end up having to go in because it wasn't blending right. So I ended up having to go in and use another. So that's why I said I didn't end up using 2 little spoons of the chicken broth. And so once I got that nice and blended, I'm going to go ahead and pour all that into my pot here. And I'm going to add in a little bit of water just so I can get all that excess flavor out of my blender. And then next, I'm just going to give it a mix. And you're going to see me taste for flavor. So I did end up adding in some sazon all-purpose seasoning along with some more garlic powder because you know your girl loves her some garlic. So the more garlic, the better. So yeah, super easy, you guys, but yet so delicious. So here I'm just going to give this a mix and I'm just going to taste it one last time for taste. And for me it was good, so I didn't have to add anything else. So in the meantime, while my chicken was done cooling off, I'm just going to go ahead and shred this up really quickly. And so we're going to get ready and add this to our pot as well. And by the way, you guys, I did end up removing the 2 bay leaves before I added in my chicken. And so once I added in my chicken, I'm going to go ahead and add in some Mexican oregano. You can use regular oregano for this as well, but I really wanted to keep it authentic, so that's why I just used the Mexican oregano. And I'm telling you guys, this is what gives it that delicious flavor. Once you add that oregano in there, oh my god, you guys, I'm telling you, it is super, super delicious. Oh my god, I wish you guys can just smell this. It was smelling amazing. And so after that, I just let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. And so here's all your traditional garnishes. I just have some limes that I've cut up, onions, jalapenos, cabbage, and some radishes. And I just topped mine off with some onions, the jalapenos, radishes, and some limes. And this is so perfect for these cold nights. So on this night, I'm going to be making some good old delicious chicken mole. So here I just have a pot that has 7 chicken breasts. And I filled it up with water. I went ahead and added in some chicken bouillon. And I'm also going to add in some garlic powder. And I'm just going to bring this up to a boil for about 45 minutes until my chicken is nice and cooked. And so once my chicken was nice and cooked, I'm going to go ahead and remove these and set these aside so they can get nice and cool. So here I just kept in 5 cups of the chicken broth, and I'm going to go ahead and add in my mole. And I am using the Donna Maria mole sauce for this, and I usually love to add in a tablet of Abuelita hot chocolate and a tablespoon of peanut butter because I do like my mole on the sweeter side. But if you don't, you can totally skip that part. But for me, we do like it a little bit on the sweeter side, but I'm not going to be using them today because I do not have any Abuelita hot chocolate tablets. So anyways, I'm just going to mix this up until my mole is nice and melted. And it is going to come to a simmer like this, and you just want to let it simmer until your sauce gets a little bit thicker. But for me, I did want mine a little more juicier tonight, but if you want it more thicker, then you can go ahead and just add in 3 to 4 cups, and your sauce will be more thicker. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and shred up my chicken. And so here I just added in my chicken, you guys. As you can see, it looks absolutely delicious. This is so good with tortillas and some rice. Man, I'm telling you guys, give this one a try too. This is seriously super delicious. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop my lid on and let this simmer for about 10 minutes. And so here's what it looks like all done. As you can see, it looks absolutely delicious. And here is my plate. And I just paired this with some Mexican rice and some tortillas, you guys. It was seriously super delicious. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye!